Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to learn the second module of the poem In the Bazaar of Hyderabad written by Sarojini Naidu. At the end of the class you will be able to recite and paraphrase the poem, identify rhyming words, understand imaginary used in the poem. Now let's see the summary of the poem In the Bazaar of Hyderabad, which we have learned in the previous class. The speaker in the poem recreates a typical Indian market scene by asking the vendors what they are selling in the market and replying on their behalf. Merchants display ornate turbans and tunics, mirror and daggers. Vendors sell saffron, lentil and rice. Maidens prepare sandalwood, henna and spices for sale by grinding them into paste. Peddlers sell chess, pawns and dice made of ivory. Goldsmiths make exquisite jewelry like bangles, anklets, rings and waistband for women, bell for pigeon and scabbards for men's sword. Fruit vendors called out their wares: citrus fruit, pomegranate and plums. The bazaar have musicians entertaining buyers by playing typical Indian instrument like sitar, sarangi, accompanied by the tabla or drum. And then there are magicians or soothsayers providing charms and spells to guard against mishaps in the future. The flower girls weave strads of blue, green and red flowers as crown for bridegrooms, and to deck the bridal bed they also made lacy sheets of white flower to cover the dead. Now this is the overall summary of the poem In the Bazaar of Hyderabad written by Sarojini Naidu. Now let's see which all are the rhyming words in this poem. We can see that lines 2, 4 and 6 rhyme in each verse. Let's check it once again so it will be more clear to you. Here we are moving on with some examples. In the first stanza, displayed, line 2, brocade, line 4, jade, line 6. See that in the next stanza, rice, spice, dice, ring, wing, king, plum, drum, come, red, bed and dead. So these all words are rhyming. Now let's move on to the question answer section of our poem In the Bazaar of Hyderabad. Which of the items in the bazaar are used as food? Answer is saffron, lentil, rice, spice, citron, pomegranate and plum. What do the vendors wait? What do the maidens grind? The vendors weigh saffron, lentil and rice. The maidens grind sandalwood, henna and spice. Who sells expensive board games? Why tell you that they are expensive? Answer: the peddlers sell expensive board games. We know this as the dice are made of ivory, a very expensive material. What items are used to create music? Sitar, sarangi, and drum. How do magicians catch the attention of the shoppers? What do they claim to sell? Answer: the magicians catch people's attention by chanting magic spells. They claim to have spells for the eons to come. Do you think the bazaar is for people who want to buy things for their daily needs or for people to shop for luxurious? What makes you say so? The bazaar is mainly meant for luxury items. Though you have everyday items like lentil, rice, most products begin sold are expensive and made for special occasions. You have semi-precious stone like amber and jade, brocade cloth made from silver or gold thread, saffron and expensive spice, toys made out of material like ivory, gold jewelry and many other items used to celebrate special occasions. Think and answer. In your book, page number 29, section C, Sarojini Naidu was a leader of Indian independence struggle. When you are fighting for your country's freedom, would you highlight the greatness, beauty and culture of your country? Is that why this poem describes only the attractive and artistic things in the bazaar? Think about this and write down your thoughts in a paragraph. I think that the poem highlights the greatness, beauty and culture of our country because Sarojini Naidu wants to show the reader how wonderful our people is and why it is worth fighting for it. It is also one of the way in which the poet protests against British rule. The British used to sell their products to India at a very high rates. So the poet wants the reader to love Indian products and support Indian sellers. Her poem helps the readers appreciate the wonderful sight and smell of the local Indian bazaar. The next question is this. In page number 30, appreciating the poem, the second question. We can imagine the Bazaar of Hyderabad clearly thanks to the poet vivid description. Fill in the table with all the colors you can see in the market and all the wares that fill the market with the scent and sound. Now let's check whatever color is described here, what kinds of sound and what types of smells. We can see that the color that mentioned in the poem is crimson, silver, purple, amber, green, blue and white. Now let's see what are the sounds that we can hear in the poem. The cry of fruitman, the sound played by the musician, the chant by magicians and the call of the flower girls. Dear students, now let's see what are the smells that is described here. Saffron, sandal, henna and spices. Then the fruit man is selling citron, pomegranate and plum. Chaplets, white blossom. So we have discussed the color, sound and smell that is described in the poem. Hope you all understood today's class. We discussed the summary, then we look which are the rhyming words in the poem. After that, we discussed the question answers and a small activity to find out the colors, sound and smell mentioned in the poem. Then we will discuss more in our class. Dear students, I hope you understand today's section. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. Thank you.